Good afternoon.
大家午安，
Thank you so much for being here.
多謝大家嚟。
I am so grateful to the City Council, but more importantly to the members of Chinatown-International District and communities throughout the city of Seattle that we now have an approved contract with the Seattle Police Department officers.
市長好感謝市議會，特別感激唐人街嘅社區成員，我哋個同警察局嘅合約過咗啦。
I particularly want to thank Councilmember Lorena Gonzalez, who chaired the subcommittee that this came out of, and her leadership in getting this through, who you will speak from today. Thank you, Councilmember Gonzalez, for being here.
特別多謝呢個小組成員市議員 Gonzalez。
President Bruce Harrell, who could not be here because of City Council business, I want to thank him for his leadership as well.
咁特別係個小組主席 Bruce Harrell， 佢今日有其他事情唔能夠嚟，特別多謝佢哋。
And many of you know his mother Rose, who is no longer with us, but who we loved and respected, and who was a strong, strong member of the Asian community, and her family itself had faced internship.
咁咧，我哋都大家都好紀念Rose Bruce Harrell 嘅媽媽，佢亦都係一個對社區好有貢獻嘅人。May I speak to the mic?
I also want to thank Councilmember Rob Johnson, who's here, for his leadership on this. We can give him applause.
要多謝 Rob Johnson 市議員啦，我哋多鼓掌啊！
We have standing with us a number of people from different communities, from our business groups throughout the city, Ballard, Soto, West Seattle, and the like. We also have members of SPOG who are here, members of the King County Labor Council, and of course, people who showed up in City Hall to support this. I want to thank you all for supporting this contract.
咁我哋咧有好多人支持㗎嚇，唔同嘅社區，亦都多謝大家今日出席，再多謝。
It is no coincidence that we are here. After Chief Best was confirmed, the first place we came was Chinatown International District to talk to members of this community.
咁我哋咧今日再次喺唐人街出席咧，並不偶然啊，唔係話大話夾好彩。我哋選到呢個新市長咧 ，Best 市長第一個聚會，亦都喺唐人街。
好嘢！
And we heard you, just as we have heard people throughout this city, that you are concerned and want strong public safety. You want to support your police officers, but that you also want strong accountability reforms for our police department to continue to create a community-based police force.
咁我哋聽得好清楚，大家想呢個社區安全，大家亦都要西雅圖警務處嘅警察係有問責機制。
We also remember Donnie Chin, who served this community for many years, and the chief and I think of him and continue to work on his loss to make sure we can bring people accountable for that loss.
我哋仍然咧好懷念 Donnie Chin 陳榮新市長同西雅圖警務處處長咧，都係無時無刻好勤力工作緊希望破呢件案嘅。
But this contract is a great step forward for this community, for communities all across Seattle. We will continue to have a more accountable police department. We will pay our officers fair wages. It is wrong that they were paid 2014 wages in a 2018 Seattle. And we will make sure that we continue to work with community to have the best police department anywhere in the country.
咁我哋會繼續要警察呢個問責機制啦，係要大家都係負責任嘅。咁咧，我哋當然亦都要追加佢哋嘅人工。而家已經2018年比2014年嘅人工咧係唔啱嘅。咁我哋咧亦都會繼續同社區合作，叫西雅圖警務處係全國最好嘅警務處。
So I say to those members of the community who supported this contract, thank you very much. To everybody who supports our police officers, thank you very much. And to those community members who still had concern, I want you to know that the mayor is listening, the chief is listening, and everyone in the police department in the city is 100% committed to making sure that we have an accountable police department and do not go backward on reforms.
咁大家啦，如果仲有其他關注嘅時間啦，唔使擔心，有關注嘅嘢請你出聲，不平則鳴嚇。市長聽緊，警務處聽緊，佢哋所有人啦都會繼續努力100%服務市民。
And I just want to say again in closing, I think we owe the men and women of the Seattle Police Department a tremendous thanks. When I was United States Attorney, there was at the time great resistance to whether we could have or should have a consent decree. We moved forward, and those police officers have done everything that this city has asked of them for years. And they have done it in a city that has changed every day.
市長話咧，借呢個機會，過往係虧欠咗西雅圖警務處每一個警察好多㗎，因為人工係冇追加㗎。當市長仲係聯邦檢控官嘅時間，亦都大家簽咗啲合約啦，大家係同心合力，係忍讓一陣，繼續保護呢個社區。
So thank you to the police officers. We also realize that we must go before the federal judge and show him that this contract moves reform forward in really significant ways and continues to make sure that our police department is the best police department, bar none, across this country. So I want to thank community, I want to thank the city council, I want to thank the men and women of the police department and SPOG, their union. I want to thank all the people who supported this. But the next person you're going to hear from, I want to thank the most. And that is our police chief, Carmen Best. I will tell you.
咁啦，我哋啦係好多謝借呢個機會，好多謝工會嚇。等陣間咧即刻會介紹下一位就係我哋嘅西雅圖警務處長。
Carmen Best loves this city. She is committed to making sure that every police officer is connected with community and serves this city. She leads this city every day. Nobody outloves this city or works harder than Carmen Best, and we cannot be more proud to have her as our police chief.
咁我哋呢個警務處長啦係最好嘅處長，佢係最愛西雅圖呢個城市㗎，冇人好得過佢，係全國最好，天下無敵。
Thank you for your kind words, Mayor, and thank you all for being here this afternoon. This agreement is a product of hard work and many hours at the bargaining table. And I cannot thank enough Mayor Durkan, City Attorney Pete Holmes, the Seattle Police Officers Guild, and the City Council for their support and commitment to having a fair labor contract. This vote that they did yesterday validates the hard work that has been done by the men and women of the Seattle Police Department. I know that our officers are providing the best public safety. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
咁市長咧係好興奮啊！咁咧佢係借呢個機會，特別多謝市長，特別多謝警察工會，特別多謝咧係所有一個市議員，因為佢哋係。今日有呢個成果係好長嘅時間喺談判上，日以繼夜，夜以繼日，咁先至有今日呢個咁公平嘅合約。
Just tap me. Yeah. Okay. So again, I know that our officers are providing the best public safety services and are recognized leaders in modern-day policing. And they're creating a culture of continuous improvement and innovation and sustained reform.
咁咧，佢好多謝每一個警察嚇，每一個警察咧都係同社區有聯繫㗎。佢哋咧係盡佢哋所能，係盡佢哋嘅職責，係保護西雅圖呢個城市㗎。
This contract is going to help us meet our staffing and public safety needs. The city deserves it, and our officers have earned it.
咁呢個合約啦， 係將會將啲人力提高。西雅圖係一個美麗嘅城市，我哋係應該有咁好嘅警察保護我哋嘅。
We will continue to advance reform. We will not move away from it. The very reform that we achieve due to the efforts of our officers who work every day to serve and protect this city.
咁啊，警務處已經係有好多改革，但係呢，我哋唔會自滿，我哋會繼續更新於改善呢個市政府嘅情況。
Thank you. We welcome the engagement of each and every oversight body that is set up to ensure continued success, whether it's the Office of Professional Accountability, the Office of the Inspector General, the Community Police Commission, the Seattle City Council, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Federal Monitor, and Federal Judge.
呢個問責呢係好多人都有份㗎嚇，包括頭先佢講嘅所有警察關注組啊、市議會啊，同埋所有各個社區嘅關注組委員會都係有份監察嘅，要警察問責呢問責制度做到最完善。
And we especially welcome our community members who have been by our side the entire time, supporting the police department to make sure that we are meeting the public safety needs of the entire city. Again, we are moving forward and we're looking ahead, and we're just so grateful to have this contract signed. Thank you all.
再多謝社區每一個人啊！我哋一齊啦，繼續向前進，百尺竿頭更進一步。
I now have the honor of introducing Councilmember Lorena Gonzalez. I met her many years ago. She was a very well-known civil rights lawyer. She had worked on police accountability, and she represents the entire city of Seattle and has been a leader not just on this issue, but on police reforms for a very long time. Councilmember Gonzalez, thank you for being here and thank you for your leadership.
我哋有請市議員 Gonzalez， 佢係民權律師佢做咗好多嘢，係益任整個西雅圖。我哋有請 Gonzalez 議員，鼓掌。
Good afternoon. I'm Councilmember Gonzalez, and I'm really proud to be here with all of you this afternoon.
咁佢係市議員，今日能夠出席，同大家喺埋一齊，非常高興，非常自豪。
To start, I just wanted to give some folks some thank yous for their vote yesterday.
咁要多謝好多人啊！琴日咧有好多人咧係投票係投得啱嘅。
I want to make sure that folks understand that this vote was not easy for a lot of my colleagues on the City Council.
咁每一個市議員投票咧都唔係好簡單㗎，都係深思熟慮㗎。
And the reason it wasn't easy is because I think we all care both about public safety and about making sure that we have accountability when things go wrong.
咁點解話要深思熟慮？點解要投呢個票係咁困難呢？因為佢哋要考慮兩樣嘢好緊要，一個係社會治安，一個係警察問責。
But yesterday's vote by my colleagues on the City Council affirms to you all in the community and to the officers who are members of the Seattle Police Officers Guild that we believe public safety is of critical importance in our city moving forward.
琴日投票結果再一次證明，聽到你哋市民嘅聲音，聽到警察工會嘅聲音，社會治安係最緊要嘅。
It is also a vote in favor of ongoing police reform that we have been able to achieve through this contract in cooperation and in negotiation with the Seattle Police Officers Guild, and that is a good outcome for the city.
Yeah.
最緊要一點，我哋有呢個投票係通過同警察工會大家合作，大家互相體諒，先至得到今日嘅成果。
As a civil rights attorney, I put my skills to the test by making sure that I read every single page of this contract to assure that we were moving forward on police reform. And I have confidence that we have done that through this deal.
咁作為民權律師咧，整個合約每一頁 Gonzales 議員都睇得好清楚，肯定呢個合約呢係會繼續改革改善西雅圖警務處。
And I want to make sure that people understand that no single contract will be able to effectuate the reforms and the accountability and the transparency that we need in our department.
咁但係單靠一個合約呢，唔可以保證警務處全新改革嘅。
What we need to achieve actual deep sustainable reform are people. People who are committed to making sure that they are rising to the occasion of meeting both the city's public safety needs and our expectations around constitutional policing. And again, I believe that this contract has been able to accomplish that.
除咗合約，我哋最緊要嘅係我哋市民。我哋市民繼續監察西雅圖警務處，如果有需要嘅時候，大家挺身而出，大家同心合力做好呢個警務處嘅問責工作。
So I want to thank Mayor Durkan for our ongoing commitment to get us to this point and for our ongoing commitment to ensure that the city and the city council's interests will continue to be represented in the judicial review of this contract.
咁我再一次多謝市長係幫助佢哋咧，可以有呢個改革喺呢個合約，亦都咧合乎聯邦嘅憲法。
And I want to thank the men and women of the Seattle Police Department for your ongoing commitment and partnership in making sure that we continue to improve and serve our community better. Thank you.
特別多謝西雅圖警務處嘅男警、女警。全部咧都係非常落力保護市民。咁而家咧係一個最重要嘅時刻，市長會簽呢個法案嘅。
So now I will be signing the legislation.
而家市長簽法案嚇。OK， 咁啊，市政府嘅議員啦，市政府嘅員工咧係有好好嘅安排嘅嚇。等陣間簽好法案之後咧。佢哋會安排呢個咁靚咁高嘅女士會安排大家出嚟咧，同呢個法案市長影張相嘅嚇，但係大家唔好心急。
After many years too long, we have a contract with our police officers.
All right. 我哋終於同西雅圖警務處有一個新嘅合約啦。
That's right.
嗱，如果大家上嚟想影相咧，而家係時間出嚟啦，慢慢行嚇，好聲嚇。
啲老人家出嚟影相啦。
And it's good for reform, good for public safety, fair to our officers.
咁呢個合約咧係對
Here, you give them up. Go ahead. Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I definitely want to make sure I get one.